Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
With a history dating back to over 10,000 years, it is believed that one of the earliest groups of Amazigh were the Caspians. The ancient Egyptians first made reference to the Amazigh people in 3000 BC using the names Temehu or Libyan. The Amazigh, a celebration of kinship and culture. Continue watching to find out more.
He who does not seek to cause the sufferings of bonds and death to living creatures, but desires the good of all beings, obtains endless bliss. Manu Samhita, 546 Hinduism.
Azul Manik Ankit. This is how the wonderful Amazigh people say, "How are you?" in the Tamazigh language. I'm Dania. The hospitable Amazigh people love entertaining friends and family and hope that you also enjoy the merriment of interaction and laughter with those you love. The Amazigh people have a rich history and are considered to be the indigenous inhabitants of North Africa. Their name, Amazigh, means free people, and the plural form is Amazighen. The region that they have traditionally called home is referred to as Tamaska. This is a very vast area that includes modern-day Algeria, the Canary Islands, parts of Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. With a history dating back to over 10,000 years, it is believed that one of the earliest groups of Amazighen were the Caspians. Ancient Egyptians first made reference to the Amazigh people in 3000 BC using the name Temehu. In fact, the Pharaoh Ramesses II, who is considered to have been one of the powerful leaders of ancient Egypt, is thought to have been an Amazigh based on studies conducted on his mummified remains. Amazigh is one of the world's oldest known languages. It is part of the Afro-Asiatic language family, which also includes ancient Egyptian. The four major dialects of Tamazigh are Northern, Western, Eastern, and Tuareg, and further variants exist in each dialect. The Amazigh flag was created in 1997 by the Amazigh Congress. While the flag itself is a symbol of unity and cultural continuance, each color of the flag is symbolic of their land and values. It is said that the blue represents the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. The green color symbolizes the traditional Tamaska homeland, and the yellow represents the desert. The red symbol, Yors, symbolizes a free man. The traditional architecture of the Amazigh is unique and eye-catching, and many people may have seen it from movies. For example, the village of Ait Ben Haddou in Morocco is an iconic landmark that has been featured in various films, including The Jewel of the Nile, Sodom and Gomorrah, Prince of Persia, Gladiator, and Lawrence of Arabia. The village name translates to Sons of Haddou, which is named after the tribe that constructed it in the 17th century. The place has also been recognized as a UNESCO Heritage Site in 1987. Such beautiful villages or citadels called tsar were made of mud and straw bricks with high walls that often reached 6 to 15 meters in height. The upward construction was purposely chosen to conserve as much farmland as possible around the homes. The structures also provide the Amazigh people with cool living areas away from the desert heat and a broad view of the neighborhood and surrounding landscape. Early Amazighen was thought to have been animists. They believed that everything was connected and that living things, such as animal people and plants, had a soul and spirit. Throughout the years, different tribes have adopted various religions, including Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Today, approximately 30 million Amazigh live across North Africa, and they make up between 65% to 70% of the entire population of Morocco. A large diaspora Amazigh population also live in Europe and the Caribbean islands. The Amazigh have approximately 45 different tribal groups that have varying cultural customs and beliefs. Traditionally, societies have been matriarchal and valued women's leadership and wisdom. Females held important roles within the tribe. For example, in modern-day Saharan regions of North Africa, women of the Tuareg tribe have great freedom and can take part in making decisions about marriage, family, and economic issues. Women also pass on knowledge of the Amazigh language, and in doing so they are considered to be guardians of the Amazigh cultural identity and traditions. A modern-day singing group called Tartit continues the Tuareg culture through trance singing and dancing performances.
Don't be near a vegan. You'll be infected with sympathetic symptoms.
Delightful viewers, we will now pause to enjoy the sunshine as it warms and comforts us. We will be back shortly on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to the Amazigh, a celebration of kinship and culture on Supreme Master Television. Amazigh music has continued for thousands of years and has a significant place within religious gatherings, marriage ceremonies, and festivals. Now we will share more about the fascinating traditions of Amazigh music, dance, and literature. The late Mohammed Rouisha is a famous Amazigh singer and musician from Morocco. In the Amazigh language, the name Rouisha means mix something. This carries the symbolism of trying to do something despite not knowing how it will turn out in the end. Mr. Rouisha had an esteemed career, performing at festivals around the world and even holding a concert in the White House of the United States. He was an excellent lutar player who sang in both Amazigh and Arabic. To this day, Mohammed Rouisha is considered to be a legend of the Amazigh musical community. Another celebrated Amazigh singer is Fatima Tambarant. This singer is known for a love of the Amazigh people and the challenges that they face. Her songs are performed in Amazigh, and within her film clips, she can be seen adorned with beautiful clothing designed by Amazigh designers. Although there is such a large number of Amazigh tribes, there are three specific values that are important to all groups. Kinship to one another, connection to the land, and language are important values that are closely related to the Amazigh identity. The traditional Amazigh wedding ceremony is an example where kinship is celebrated. This tradition has been typical of those in Amazigh, southeast Morocco. As the marriage celebrations begin, joyful singing takes place and the fiancé comes to offer gifts to confirm the marriage. The groom then performs a ceremony where wheat is ground together with dates and sugar. This gesture signifies for the couple to live in abundance. The bride is prepared for a wedding day as her eldest brother adorns her with a beautiful veil. The following day, female relatives and wedding guests prepare for the bride's departure to her new home by dressing the bride in lovely pieces of fabric and a sparkling headdress. They then journey to her new home together, where she is welcomed by a new family and community. Once the marriage ceremony is performed, the bride and groom dance together in celebration. The day after the final wedding ceremony, the newlywed couple again celebrate with their community. The bride and groom receive money as a gift from those who are closest to them. Sweet food such as dates and biscuits are served to the guests. In traditional wedding ceremonies like this one in Amazigh and the High Atlas region of Morocco, different stages of the wedding ceremonies have traditionally involved women singing and chanting poems in Amazigh without musical accompaniment. As we have learned, language is of utmost importance to all Amazigh communities. When in the written form, the language is called Tifinak. Tifinak loosely translates to mean belonging to the Phoenicians of Phanica, referring to a group of people who were from the Yemen or Erythraean Sea. In various regions of North Africa, there are rock engravings depicting symbols that are used in the Tifinak alphabet today. While the oldest known document, written in Tifinak, dates back to the 1st century BCE, research carried out in various North African regions suggests that these carvings came from as far back as the 2nd century BCE. Isn't it remarkable? In 2011, Amazigh was declared to be one of the official languages of Morocco, while Algeria formally recognized Amazigh as an official language in 2016. Various universities now offer degrees in Amazigh studies. The Canadian Ministry of Education in Ontario officially integrated the language into its program of international languages in 2001, while the Catalonian Parliament has also expressed support and introduced Amazigh at the university level in 2002. Miss Aisha Bourdon was one of the first people to obtain a degree in the Amazigh language. She stated, "We studied the older texts that were passed down orally, but we are also writing new literature to reflect the current situation. It's really groundbreaking." And primary school children in various locations in North Africa are also being given the opportunity to learn Amazigh at school. We are so glad to hear that several governments have made efforts to support and safeguard the Amazigh indigenous language.
Vegan, heaven marks your compassion.
Kind-hearted viewers, it has been such a joy to share our program with you. Coming up next is Hope Buhanek, vegan, guardian of animal people and the environment, part 2 of 2. Right after noteworthy news, here on Supreme Master Television. May the wisdom and vibrant culture of the Amazigh people continue to flourish as we seek to embrace peace and cultural diversity around the globe.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਅਨੇਕ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਦੇਖੋ suprememastertv.com/schedule ਅਤੇ suprememastertv.com/CTAW।